Section 1. Introduction. What is it? The MFI Factsheet is an Excel workbook containing 8 visible sheets and a number of hidden ones. Together, the 8 visible sheets provide an easy-to-use tool for monitoring the financial performance of an MFI, which consists of tables and graphs. For microfinance. Insofar as possible, the MFI Factsheet uses terms and definitions based on industry consensus. However, as there is no complete standardization across the industry, some terms and definitions may differ from the ones used in particular regions or in a specific geographical context. Latest version. Please make sure you are using the latest version of the MFI Factsheet. The latest version is available on Microfact's website. Language options. The MFI Factsheet currently functions in 9 languages: Spanish, French, Portuguese, Russian, Arabic, Khmer, Vietnamese, Lao, and English. At any time, the user can switch from one language to another by choosing the selected language from the drop-down box placed at the top of the identification sheet. Section 2. Structure of the MFI Factsheet. The order of the 8 visible sheets in the Factsheet is as follows: Sheet BRS.00, Identification Sheet. Sheet BRS.01, Balance Sheet. Sheet BRS.02, Profit and Loss. Sheet BRS.03, Extras, Extra Data. Sheet BRS.04, Performance Indicators. Sheet BRS.05, Financial Graphs. Sheet BRS.07, Social Graphs. Sheet 8, Manual of Use. The first 4 sheets are for data entry. Sheets 4, 5 and 7 are generated automatically. Sheet 8 consists of the user manual and is static. Section 3. General remarks about data entry. To get started, make sure you have enabled the macros. Fill in the actual year in cell C8 of the identification sheet. This will automatically set up all the periods. After entering the actual year, fill in the name of the institution, the country, and the currency of the report. If necessary, choose from the drop-down boxes. Data entry cells are colored in yellow. All other cells left in white are protected. It is not required to fill in all cells, as some may not apply to your particular MFI. For example, an MFI that does not take deposits will not report these figures in the balance sheet. Entry of data is expected in the first 4 sheets only. These are structured as tables in which data has to be entered for several time periods. MFIs are like cars. You have small cars and big cars. So are MFIs. You have very small or big institutions. Some are rural and others are urban. This being said, you cannot draw conclusions on the performance of a car simply by looking at it. The same can be said about an MFI. In order to do so, we must have a look at the engine and make it talk. In the garage, the mechanics connects the car to a computer to obtain a diagnosis and see what has to be adjusted to improve the performance. In the same way as the computer in the garage, the MFI Factsheet is the tool that we use to make the MFI talk. It provides us with the performance indicators of the MFI and enables us to analyze them. What works well within the MFI? What doesn't? Is it going in the right direction? Easy to use. Every item on the sheets has an item reference. For example, A10. Many items have accompanying explanations that will appear in a pop-up window when the item reference is double-clicked. Will it take a long time? Entering data into the MFI Factsheet is straightforward and easy to perform by anyone who has general knowledge of accounting and MFI reporting. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to set up a first report from scratch and less than 15 minutes to update a report thereafter. Section 4. Use of the MFI Factsheet. The MFI Factsheet, meant as a management information system, is a reporting format that can be used both internally by managers of the MFI and externally for purposes of analysis and monitoring. It is fully compliant with the best practices of the microfinance industry and simple to use. The MFI Factsheet is based on an MFI's accounting and institutional data and provides a set of indicators that cover most of an institution's critical areas. The tool further generates financial as well as social graphs, which enhances the usability of the MFI Factsheet for analytical purposes. The first table on the left has 5 columns, 4 previous year periods, and the last one for the year to date. The 5th column displays the year to date. This data is taken from a second table on the right, which will appear when moving to the right of the screen. This table has 12 columns, numbered from 1 to 12, for the respective months of the actual year. All these columns are available for data entry. The year-to-date column of the first table on the left will automatically copy the last month of the second table for which data has been entered. It is not necessary to fill in all months when wanted to look at one particular period, for example, the first semester. But take care to fill in the data in the correct column, because this is important for annualizing certain ratios. Be careful to do this in all 3 sheets, as the ratios will use information from all 3 of them. At the beginning of the following years, the fact sheet can automatically be adjusted for continued data entry for that year by clicking the button New Year on the right hand of the sheet identification sheet. This will generate a new fact sheet in which the actual year is adjusted, and all previous information moves 1 column to the left. Section 5. Overview of the different sheets. Sheet BRS.01 Balance Sheet. In this sheet, the data from the MFI's balance sheet has to be entered. The structure of this balance sheet is a reduced form using only main accounts. In the monthly columns for the current year, shown on the right-hand side of the screen, cumulative data must be entered. For example, in column 3, March, data should be entered for the first 3 months. As highlighted before, comprehensive explanations on individual accounts are provided through pop-up screens, which can be accessed by double-clicking on the item reference. Sheet BRS.02 Profit and Loss Statement. In this sheet, the MFI's profit and loss statement has to be entered. The structure of this profit and loss statement is a reduced form using only main accounts, just like in the balance sheet. In the monthly columns for the current year, shown on the right-hand side of the screen, cumulative data must be entered. For example, in column 3, March, data should be entered for the first 3 months. Comprehensive explanations on individual accounts are provided through pop-up screens, which can be accessed by double-clicking on the item reference. Sheet BRS.03 Extras. In this sheet, additional information that does not come from the MFI's accounting has to be provided. This information is related to 5 areas: monetary context, exchange rate and inflation, institutional information, branches, staffing, and clients, portfolio information, comprehensive data from the portfolio tracking system, other information, for example, the start date of the fiscal year, social performance data. Don't forget, comprehensive explanations on individual items are provided through pop-up screens, which can be accessed by double-clicking on the item reference. Sheet BRS.04 Performance Indicators. This sheet automatically generates a full set of indicators into a one-page report. It provides the user with an institutional scorecard based on best practice performance indicators. The indicators have been grouped into 7 categories, covering aspects of growth, the quality of the loan portfolio, the financial structure, the efficiency and productivity, sustainability, aspects of profitability, social performance data. Comprehensive explanations on individual ratios are provided through pop-up screens, which can be accessed by double-clicking on the item reference. Sheet BRS.05 Financial Graphs. This sheet automatically generates a full set of graphs in a one-page report. These graphs provide the user with a visual representation of 10 critical aspects of an MFI. The graphs are based on one or a combination of several ratios. As such, 5 main categories are covered: portfolio evolution, growth and loan size, portfolio quality and risk coverage, operational self-sufficiency and staff productivity, portfolio yield and decomposition by costs, funding structure and savings evolution. Sheet BRS-07, Social Graphs. Together with Cerise and Trias, ADA BRS have assembled 18 social indicators already recognized and used by the mix, and the microfinance rating agencies, to name but a few. Please note only quantitative and result indicators have been selected. This sheet automatically generates a full set of graphs in a one-page report. These graphs provide the user with a visual representation of 8 critical aspects of an MFI. They are based on one or a combination of several ratios. According to the Universal Standards of Social Performance Management, these quantitative social indicators have been grouped under 4 main categories that cover 1. Strategy. Define and monitor social goals. 2. Products and services. Design products, services, delivery models, and channels that meet clients' needs and preferences. 3. Social responsibility towards staff. Treat employees responsibly. 4. Client protection. Treat clients responsibly. Frequently asked questions about the MFI Factsheet. Can the MFI Factsheet be customized? Yes. The Excel format of the MFI Factsheets allow you to customize it. Certain sheets of the Excel workbook are protected. Before editing, you must unprotect the sheet. Warning: if you want to use the MFI Factsheet in combination with the MFI Factsheets compiler, you can adapt the financial ratio sheet as well as the graph sheet. Is it compatible with Excel 2007? Yes, the MFI Factsheet is compatible with Excel 2007 provided you use Excel 2007 in compatibility mode. Please follow these simple steps to put Excel 2007 into compatibility mode. Click Microsoft Office button. Click Excel Options. Click on Save in the list of options on the left and use the drop-down menu to select Excel 97-2003 Workbook. All future files that you save will have the file extension XLS rather than the 2007 XLSX extension. Please note that the MFI Factsheet is not compatible with Mac. The MFI Factsheet isn't working properly. What's wrong? You must check that the macros are enabled in Excel. Please follow these simple steps to enable macros in Excel 2003. Click Tools in the menus bar, click Macro, click Security, select Low and confirm by clicking OK. Close Excel and reopen the MFI Factsheet. Please follow these simple steps to enable macros in Excel 2007. Click the Microsoft Office button. Click Excel Options. Click the Trust Center button on the left. At the bottom right, select Trust Center Settings. Select Enable All Macros and confirm by clicking OK. Close Excel and reopen the MFI Factsheet. Thank you for downloading the MFI Factsheet tool, and we hope this tutorial was useful. More frequently asked questions are available on the Microfact website at www.microfact.org.